Hi, my name is Yaso. I'm featuring today with the Hi TV's Ask Me program. Please do keep watching. The first segment is actually me. In this segment, you will be getting to know more about me.
If you could unmeet one person in your life, who would that be?
That's a tough one. I've met the right people in my life, so I can't recall somebody particular that I want to unmeet.
What do you recognize as the turning point in your life?
The turning point in my life happened a few years ago, where being an IT professional, I changed my career into a fashion industry person.
Who was your favorite childhood superhero?
Robin Hood.
What's your favorite holiday destination?
Phuket.
Fast forward 10 years or rewind 10 years?
Fast forward 10 years.
If you could be in the body of someone else for 24 hours, who would that be?
Sebastian Vettel. He has been doing pretty bad with the Formula 1 season for the past few years, and with my very own favorite team Ferrari. So I would like to show him how to be the #1 driver, beating Lewis Hamilton.
What would your life as a movie be called?
From nowhere.
What's your bathroom jam?
Nothing in particular, I would say.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Tough one.
Who is your role model?
Nelson Mandela. The life and the dedication towards the people is one best role model I would always picture.
What's your golden rule?
In office, no WhatsApp groups. In personal life, I would say never cheat anyone.
Spell the word flabbergast.
Oh my God. F-L-A-B-E-R-G-A-S-T.
If you were to run away, where would it be?
USA.
One thing you wouldn't leave home without?
My mobile phone.
If you were stranded on an island for a month, what are the 3 things you'd take?
My phone, for sure. My favorite, whatever the books that I would love to read. A bottle of Coke, basically. Yeah.
Who or what is your greatest strength, yet your biggest weakness?
Trusting people.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Okay, this happened in Hong Kong. I still can't remember what I ate, but they said it's chicken. But later, it happened to be not chicken, and I seriously don't want you guys to know what it was.
What superpower did you want at 13?
Invisible.
When did you decide you want to be what you are today?
At the age of 16, just after my ordinary levels.
Something you would never wear.
Anything to do with bell bottoms, in future even I will never wear.
What's your most memorable career moment?
When I was recognized for certain excellence, what I did for my IT industry career, where I was influential in empowering chief information officers. I started my career as a trainer, so IT trainer. Yeah, so I managed to train closer to 25 to 30 ministerial secretaries with the basic IT knowledge as well as the advanced course. But the total cult is different, you see, because this is the time that the real IT was getting into the public sector structure, and it was new for them. And most of them came with a question mark whether they can do it. And this is this is basically the age limit of 40 to 40 above. So it was a challenge.
What's your happiest childhood memory?
After school, looking forward to that cricket and spending time with my friends. Those memories will be there lifelong, I would say.
What's your biggest motivation?
I never give up. So I have this attitude that I can do it.
Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
I would say read minds.
Rate the importance of fashion to you on a scale of 1 to 10.
9.
What's your definition of fulfillment?
Fulfillment is simply happiness.
If you could choose to be born during a different era, when would that be?
1956. A lot of things changed in this country during that period. So if I was there and if I was a politician, I would have changed a lot of things for this country.
What's the most exciting thing you've ever done?
Hot air ballooning.
At which point of your life would you want time to freeze?
45 years.
Could you sing your favorite part of your favorite song?
Okay. Although loneliness has always been a friend of mine.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
I'm ready to die even now.
What's your favorite restaurant in Sri Lanka?
Nugagama.
What quality of yours do you take most pride in?
I stick to my word.
Would you rather sell all of your possessions or sell one of your organs?
One of.
What's your greatest dream?
Greatest dream is to get into politics.
What would be your favorite Halloween costume?
A pumpkin hat and a skeleton kind of a attire with black.
What was your first vehicle?
It was a Mitsubishi Minica, 666cc engine, two-door, beautiful vehicle. I still love that vehicle. Unfortunately, I had to sell that vehicle a few years ago, but I still miss that baby.
Who was your first boss?
My first boss, one Mr. Sarath Liyanage, who was at IDM Computer Studies.
Who or what was your first love?
First love during school days.
What is your go anywhere, do anything fantasy?
Nothing in particular, but I have a very close set of friends. We don't decide on a particular thing, but once that moment is there, then and there we decide we might take a road trip and we go and have fun. And if not, it's a sudden thing most of the time. I always believe in unplanned things because that has a lot of excitement.
What is one thing about you that most people don't know?
A lot of people think that I'm a very tough guy. But honestly, that's the outer thing that I show it to the world. But I'm a very sensitive guy inside. The second segment is called Who Am I? In this segment, I'll be answering questions which you have been Googling about me. The first one, where was Yasotharan born? The beautiful city called Hatton in Sri Lanka. When was Yasotharan born? So the whole world is going to get to know my age, and 18th October 1977. So I love to answer this question. Where did Yasotharan school? My school is St. John Bosco's College, Hatton. How tall is Yasotharan? 5'11". What is Yasotharan's success secret? Never give up. Does Yasotharan have siblings? No, the only child, proud only child. Can Yasotharan sing? Yes, Yasotharan can definitely sing. What is Yasotharan's favorite marketing tip? The right STB, segmenting, targeting and positioning. Who is Yasotharan's travel buddy? I have traveled with my friend Puri a lot because I used to go on a lot of wildlife trips. So he has been my travel buddy and I enjoy his company. What does Yasotharan do when he is angry? You don't want to know. But now he is very quiet and he tries to calm himself down and try to react not immediately, maybe take few minutes and think about it and react. I used to throw anything at anybody if I'm really angry those days, not anymore. What is Yasotharan most passionate about? Travel, I would say. I love traveling. Privileged enough to travel to many countries due to my corporate career, but the real travel is the leisure time that you really have when you travel. What is Yasotharan's greatest contribution to the clothing industry in Sri Lanka? I'm sure I have a lot more to do, but in this industry I would say clothing industry in Sri Lanka, a simple tip because even my designers, they do forecast the latest trends, they go through the proper research and they understand the products and what is coming next for this country. But unfortunately, the fashion statement overall to Sri Lanka is few years backwards, I would say. The real trend which is happening in Europe comes as a fashion after 1 year, 2 years time to Sri Lanka. So I actually want to make sure that the trend in Sri Lanka is up to the world standard. So that's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm not there yet, but definitely one day we will achieve it. Who does Yasotharan confide in? Myself. What is Yasotharan's biggest weakness? Trusting people. Does Yasotharan meditate? I love to, never had the chance, but definitely in another couple of years, yes. How long Yasotharan has been in the clothing industry? For the past 6 years. Does Yasotharan believe in luck? Up to some point, yes, but I always think you should work towards your goals, so luck is just an additional thing that you will gain. What is Yasotharan's inspiration? I get inspired by a lot of things. It depends on how you think, but being inspired by people is one aspect. I take their life stories and learnings. So being inspired by people is one aspect, I would say. If Yasotharan wasn't in the clothing industry, what would he be doing? I was on a different industry before, then I was attracted towards clothing industry. I would be in the photography industry. Basically, I love photography. I don't know whether I will do good with that because most of my friends are in that industry. They are really talented, not me. But maybe my retirement plan, yes, maybe in the photography industry. What is Yasotharan's favorite cuisine? Trust me, nothing beats Sri Lanka. What was Yasotharan's breakthrough point? It was very challenging for me to come out from a total technical industry to a clothing kind of an industry. So a lot of my friends said, you are making a stupid mistake because you are in the right peak in that industry and why do you want to take a risk? But when you lose excitement with what you do, you tend to go and experiment a lot of things. This has worked for me and I'm pretty happy about it. What is Yasotharan's favorite color? Blue from small days. And the industry that I belong to, jeans, denim, indigo, again blue. So I think I got inspired with the color also. What are Yasotharan's hobbies? A lot. Formula 1 is an addiction than a hobby. My wife hates when the season starts. On Saturdays, it's going to be practice and qualifying. So I'm there in front of the TV, nobody can change the channels, so I'll be watching. On Sundays, yet again, the happiness of home goes for a 6 because I will be watching race. Race day is a big day. Even if I miss one race during the calendar, I feel very bad about it. What was Yasotharan's first job? I was an IT instructor for a computer lab where you need to help people when they come for their computer practicals. That was my first job. And I really loved my first job because, piece of advice to anybody, whatever you do, the start is very important in your career. And if you do it with passion and real interest and you take it as the stepping stone for the next, you will definitely succeed. What is Yasotharan's greatest joy? There is nothing in particular, there is a series of things. Whatever happens in my life, I take it with positives. So there is nothing in particular as greatest joy. A lot of good things has happened to me in my life. So I would say many, nothing in particular as such. What does Yasotharan like to do when he is on vacation? Having a good time on vacation, having a drink for sure. Listen to some good music, soothing music I would say, and keeping your phone to a side. That's exactly why I love wildlife. Most of the places during those days never had mobile coverage. Now of course I see everybody is carrying their smartphones to take their photographs and just to upload it on Facebook and Instagram immediately. I don't like my vacation to be spoiled by the mobile interaction. What is Yasotharan's superpower? Yet to find. Most of the power, the things that I think I have, I think there is yet to be found for the superpower. So I'm really looking for it. How many languages does Yasotharan speak? All 3 languages which is practiced in Sri Lanka. Studied in Tamil medium. Interestingly, learned Sinhala. I never went for Sinhala classes. Of course, I can speak very well in Sinhala. How did Yasotharan's brand being? Pretty successful, I would say. From where I started and what I am today, I'm growing, and I've been not yet to the mature position though, not stagnated too. Every day I see some kind of a growth in my brand, and I'm creating some kind of a identity to my brand now. A lot of excitement in the future too. Let's see how it goes. What is Yasotharan's phobia? Nothing in much, but I hate watching horror movies though. Right? So not that I'm scared of ghosts, but I honestly don't want to watch horror movies and get scared, man. Because at the end of the day, you want to watch a movie to enjoy your time. Why do you want to sit and get scared and cry? The next segment is called Never Have I Ever. I'm super excited to see what it has for me. Yeah.
Never have I ever crushed on a friend's lover.
I have never, because I have certain policies and principles in my life.
Never have I ever failed a subject at school.
I have never. I've been first in my class up to my O-levels.
Never have I ever set mine or a friend's house on fire, even accidentally.
I have never, but I wish I would have.
Never have I ever had a fist fight with a friend.
I have, with a lot of my friends, I would say.
Never have I ever been to a strip club.
I have.
Never have I ever cried over a movie.
I have. I think it's Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
Never have I ever slept through a class.
I have. I have gone through a lot of boring lectures.
Never have I ever hitchhiked.
I haven't.
Never have I ever had an imaginary friend.
I have never.
Never have I ever been to a party overdressed or underdressed.
I've been in this situation many times. You must be wearing the right attire, but some people are overdressed, then that becomes the culture.
Never have I ever sneaked out of home.
I have, and I'm sure my mother is not watching this.
Never have I ever watched Pretty Woman.
I have.
Never have I ever gate crashed a party.
I have never.
Never have I ever smashed a phone in frustration.
I think I have.
Never have I ever done something so dangerous I wasn't sure of returning.
I have. Let's not elaborate about it.
Never have I ever lied about my identity.
I have never. I'm very proud to say who I am.
Never have I ever had to run to save my life.
I have never.
Never have I ever said I love you and not meant it.
I have never.
Never have I ever faked being nice.
I have at times.
Never have I ever sung in the shower.
I have.
What's your favorite go-to song?
That's a Tamil song. A Tamil song. Yes.
Never have I ever purposely ignored anyone.
I have. When they are not in your good books, it's always better to ignore and not to tolerate them or entertain them.
Never have I ever used my name to get out of trouble.
I have. If you think that your name will save you, you will use it. So I have done it many times.
Never have I ever taken part in a talent show.
I have, but they didn't recognize my talent though.
Never have I ever injured myself while trying to impress a girl I was interested in.
I think I have. That attempt was a terrible attempt and I got injured. And that girl never got impressed. So it was a terrible failure, I would say.
Never have I ever broken a bone.
I have. During sports, many times.
Never have I ever danced in an elevator.
I have. And at that time, I never realized there are cameras fixed in an elevator.
Never have I ever been screamed at by a customer at my job.
I have. Because customers also can be very nasty at times. So you lose your control.
Never have I ever overslept and missed an important appointment.
I have. That was a very important appointment with a secretary, education secretary at that time. But he was a nice guy, and he said it's okay. But that was a very big tender. I could have lost it, and that would have definitely ruined my career too.
Never have I ever stolen something from a friend.
I have never.
Never have I ever fooled around in a bathroom at a party because it was so boring.
I have never in the bathroom, but in the garden, yes.
Never have I ever grabbed the wrong person's hand.
I have never.
Never have I ever slept with someone 10 years older.
I have never.
Never have I ever sung karaoke in front of people.
I have.
Never have I ever flirted with a person to win a bet.
I have.
Never have I ever cheated on a test.
I never.
Never have I ever lied to a friend to avoid a greater evil.
I think I have.
Never have I ever pressured someone into getting a tattoo or piercing.
Pressured someone else? I have never.
Never have I ever had a paranormal experience.
I have. That's too scary.
Never have I ever danced in the street.
I have.
Never have I ever eaten something so disgusting and immediately thrown up.
I have. It again in Hong Kong. So a lot of things that you eat there, you would definitely throw out.
Never have I ever lied in this game.
I have never. So it's a different experience. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure a lot of others will go through the same experience that I went through. And this is a fantastic opportunity. Thank you very much, Hi TV, for this opportunity, and I really enjoyed it.